Give me a moment, please, while I do this. Do that, and then I just gotta do the last one, then we'll be ready to start chatting. Hope you guys are ready. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome, there we go. Hello, Axlack, how you doing? I was just messing around with my stuff. I accidentally couldn't sort my chat, so that was that. Oh well, I didn't hit It's weird, my OBS didn't decide to automatically go to Twitch. How's it going? You doing well? Oh, Twitch? You know what I mean, YouTube. Yeah, words. I'm a mess. Because I was in a rush to find my headset, meaning I didn't have time to finish up setting up anything. Yeah, how are you doing? How are you doing, Axlack? Doing well? Having a good day? I hope so. Let me check stuff. How's it doing? What's the delay on my stream? It's over this delayed. I just realized I still need to change my little thing at the bottom right. I'll do that tomorrow. Or later. Actually, I suppose I can do it in stream. Hell yeah. Love that for you, dude. Love to hear that. I'm excited for today since we're going to be talking about the community stuff. In fact, let me see if I can... Actually, I don't need to make all for it. I can just pop it up. So I'll just add a little text box for talking about chat stuff. Add text. There we go. There we go. So also just slightly sorting out my headset. There we go. Of course, let's change the color to the appropriate color, which is something like this. Or to a darker color tone. There we go. Add a outline. And let's buff the outline so it's visible. There we go. Okay, now I need to make another few text boxes. So let's just copy this and paste it here. There we go. Move this one down, and we can just change the info on it. But yeah, so today we're going to be, of course, trying to define the community more so that we're a bit more... Not that we're not cohesive, but you know what I mean. Have more cohesion. So what am I looking for word-wise? Because my brain isn't working, of course. So we have fan name. Yeah, so that's going to be the first one we talk about. Oshi Mark. What other ones do we need? We need... I'm trying to think what else. Fan name, social mark. Fan design. We can possibly do that. What else? What else could we do? It is a question I have to ask myself. Plenty. Because I'm a little pea brain. So let me open up thingy on my side so I can keep an eye on chat. There we go. No, we're not doing that, god damn you. No. Okay, we'll do this for the fan stuff and then we'll add a subcategory underneath it. I'm not becoming a toothpaste VTuber, god damn you. I'm not a VTuber. No, I am a VTuber. I'm not a toothpick. God damn it, words are hard. General hashtag art hashtag and I guess a meme one for now. Hashtag. I'll spitball some of the ideas that we talked about the other day, or at least I talked about the other day. Because I mean, what is it? Because I'm very much interested in what were some of the names I gave last time. Because I'm trying to remember because for the fan name, one of them I had in mind, of course, was the criminals or criminals. What do you say? What do you have any ideas for a fan name that you may be interested in? That's a funny witticism of my name. Even though I'm not big, still, it's something I want to do. It's something, like I said, it brings a sense of community. But while we wait, I suppose, I'll talk a bit about my today's progress, because I started work on editing a video today for the YouTube, which is very, very cool. It's gonna be a edited video for Amnesia, the bunker. I originally was gonna do Uno, but it just I didn't feel it. Whereas the bunker, I felt it. I got about a good 20 minutes of the VOD edited down into 5.5 minutes. That's good. We're also going to be and only a bit of the editing I did got corrupted. Well, not corrupted because it just got overwrit, which was unfortunate. I wish I had a better setup so I could actually design it. But I mean, it's fine enough. I'm gonna actually make the size of this smaller if I can. What is the general size of the text? Let's see if we can make it smaller a bit. There we go. That way we have more space when we get working on it. So here's a potential one. Let's see. Actually, let's see what looks better. Animals. I spelled criminals. Actually, let me quickly do that. Criminal. Criminals. I suppose I don't even need the capital I to differentiate it. But at the same time, as much as I like the criminals, I feel it's not very fitting for the vibe, you know? What else could we do? I mean, let's try and look through other VTuber fan names and figure out where we could. What the fuck? Why is my dogs going off? Anyway, where was I? Right, trying to talk about possible names and what we could do. I mean, well, first off, we need to figure out what you guys are, I guess. Considering VTuber-wise, my character lore is I'm meant to be a philosopher and researcher who is unaging. Well, considering, maybe we could call you guys the researchers. I don't know. What do you? I'll spitball some ideas, and if you guys have anything that comes to mind while I say them, then spit them out. But yeah, like for example, I'm thinking maybe something to do with researchers or something. But I'm trying to think of any witty names that could be used in researching. Criminalists? Actually, let me Google words. I'm gonna search up words similar to words that mean the same as researcher. There we go. There's a thesaurus. Oh, this is tempting. The first one that I saw is that popped up in the thesaurus was clinicians. Oh, yeah, I think it's clinicians. I could slightly change that to the crimnicians. Let's see how that looks like in text. Okay, let me pull up my OBS so I can do that. Because it's... Because I think that is a pretty witty one. I like that one. So of course there's... Let's see. Is there any other words like this? I'm trying to look through these. Inquirer. Let's see what these ones have. Because I'm trying to find stuff that could be a witty, you know, name pun. And so far that's the best one we have. What else could we do? I don't know. So I mean, here it says tester. The only thing I could think of is tinters, but then that just sounds wrong. I think honestly, this may be one of the better options. I mean, we talked about the Oshi marks before, but let me actually open up my Discord so I can, you know, share them there and then copy and paste them. But also, hey Amity, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And if not, hopefully I can improve your day a slight bit. Of course, we're doing today the celebration of the 50k. 50k? Fucking hell, I wish. No, the 50 subscribers. Trying to define the community somewhat. So far, I've got an idea for a name to call you guys the Crimnicians. A sort of name pun on what was it? Let me pull up clinicians, which you know is a synonym for like a researcher. Let me reopen this so I can read you guys. And I'm trying to do the Oshi mark. I need to go somewhere. Here it is. There's the chat room that others can't peek into. Because I know I want to incorporate either water or technology. We're not the illegal... We're not... illegal? Illegal toothpaste gang, I swear to God. This is not my fate, I swear to... I swear to whatever exists. Let's see. We need a book. Symbol. Where is book? I want the book. No, seriously though. Where is it? I'm blind. Oh, there we go. That might work. Let's see if I can copy and paste this into the chat box. Where is Discord? There it is. There's the room. Got load it in if it loads. That is. There we go. Can I copy this text? Here we go. Awesome, let's pop this back up and post this in there. It doesn't show, unfortunately, but I put the... I'll just type it out instead. Wave with book. There we go. Like, what do you guys think on that? I think the wave with a book is the most accurate, or not accurate, but the most befitting of combos. Either that or book with or apple. Yeah, like I said, because I feel like researchers is better, but like I want a fun name pun, you know. I mean, maybe one day I will go under another name and subsequently, you know, have an easier time creating name-based puns. But as is the way with the name that I created, it's not exactly easy to make name-based puns that aren't weird and or edgy. Well, here's the thing. What do you guys? What if I was to make a mascot slash fan design of what their community would look like? What would you guys be interested in being designed as? Because an idea that just came to my mind would be maybe like a worm in a book, not a book, a worm in an apple. Because if we were to go with the book and apple, there's that option. But what I mean, if not that, any other ideas? You're not my sons. No, you're not being my children. Also, I forgot to put audio music on. Let me go find a bit of just classical music to put on. There we go. Classical music BGM. There we go. Put this back on from the other night. There we go. No, we're not doing tooth or toothpaste related stuff. I swear to God. Oh wow, that's louder than I expected. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, no, we're not doing tooth or toothpaste related names. That is a banned topic. SMH. I mean, I'll put it up there though, because the Crimson's is tempted. Also, it feels weird. We could do, instead of sons, and do sons. Sons. We could do that instead, the Crimsons. What do you guys? I'm trying to think what else is similar to that. Crimsons, Crimson, Crimsons. It's a struggle, man. Do not call me daddy. I am not father. I am the boy, the lad, the little guy, but I am not daddy. Do not call me daddy. That is... No. I refuse to be called daddy. Because that's just cursed. I'm trying to think of what we could do for a design. So, I mean, if we did the Crimsons, could make you guys like some sort of sun-based designs. You read something very cursed, Dreki. Your name in my Discord may be Amity Toothpaste. It doesn't mean I signed off on it. Shaking my head. I'll admit I do love the gag, but it's definitely not going to be a permanent part of the community stuff. I'm not sure what to do for the mascot or fan design. Because what do you guys think about a sun-based design, like, to represent you guys? Or you know what? We could always do, like, some sort of red sun wearing, like, some sort of science glasses or something of that sort. So let's try that out. There is an idea. If we have any more, we can add it on. But let's see. General hashtag. I think yesterday I spitballed the idea. Crimson. That's not how I spell. Crimson. God, I can't spell communications. Oh, I guess there's no space, so it'd be hashtag Crimson Communications. Hey, I think I'd have to do communications because I want to do Crimson Comms, but then that could fall under the issue of anyone who shares under it being spammed by AI, you know, the stupid bots that respond to, like, mentioning the word commissions or whatever. So communications may be a good safeguard against that. What was the other one we talked? What was the art hashtag I talked about and spitballed the other night? Do any of you remember? Because I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I want to say. I think I did it around 10, right? Oh my god! I just thought of a name. You know, tapestry. Probably thinking tainted tapestry. That's a good one I just came up with. I don't know if I spelt that right. What do you guys think of that as a possible art hashtag? Because I am actually really proud of that name. And while we're doing that, let's go to the one below it. So I can possibly try and figure out one for the meme hashtag. I think I came up last night with hashtag. I always have to look at my keyboard, which makes me like move this way to peek at it. I think I came with taint talk. There we go. I mean, yeah, so we've got some possible ideas. Like, what I want to hear your guys' input. Anything you guys would interested in giving ideas for, possibly changing names for. You know, just give me any ideas. I'd love to hear. Well, if we finish the community talk stuff early on, maybe I can we can do some just regular talking, because I do have some ideas of like subjects and all that for us to talk about. I came up with. No, we're not. Seriously, can we not mention toothpaste? It is getting frustrating. It's really getting to flogging a dead horse territory. But I'm just trying to think if there's anything to go by. No, but I do appreciate you trying to do, like, you know, make a joke and all that. I do appreciate that. It's just You know, quality over quantity. But, I mean, what do you get? Like, I quite like Tainted Tapestry and Taint Talk. What do you guys think I should change the general hashtag? Should I just do hashtag Taint Crimson for my general? I don't know. It's okay to be weird, just don't flog a dead horse. I think maybe the issue with Crimson's communications is just it's very long. Crimson communication is slightly less. Ooh, Crimson Commune. Not how I spell it. Commune? No. Wait, Crimson Commons. Actually, I'm gonna pull up thingy Twitter to just make sure none of these hashtags are used prior. Let's do ourselves a favor just to ensure that. Where's search bar? There it is. So first off, I'll start with Taint Talk. Or Taint Talk. Yeah, it has potential. Hello, Muffin, don't worry, it's alright. We're just talking over the ideas. I'm currently just checking them to see their eligibility. Yeah, Taint Talk is definitely a solid potential for us. The next one is Tainted Tapestry. Bam bam ba da 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 da. Also, I do want to mention this. I'm gonna try my hardest to try and produce a song cover by the end of the month. This is a guarantee of at least attempting. I can't guarantee that I will get it done in time just because I've never done it before. But I'm at least going to try and get it done in time. And also, Tainted Tapestry is a potential one. It doesn't have any hashtags towards it. Let's check up on Crimson Commons to see how that is. Crimson Commons. There we go. Nah, that's not particularly... That's already got people who hashtag under it, so that is not a good one. So let's try Crimson Communication. Let's see that one. Oh, that looks promising. I'm not seeing any hashtags under it or anyone mentioning it under it. So, yeah, I think these may actually be the hashtags that we go for. Since they're not used and, you know. There we go. I mean, as I mentioned, if I ever do a 2.0 or like not 2.0, but like a full debut or anything of the sorts, like properly, we can always redo this when I'm bigger or anything. But for now, I think this could work for a small community. Now let's talk about the fan name, the Oshimark, the fan design. Do you guys have any input? Anything you'd like to add on? Anything you'd like to talk about? Because, like, I quite like the Crimnicians. It's silly, it's a bit, if you don't know the word, a bit confusing, but like, I think it's solid. Crimson's is pretty. You know, I'm coming around on Crimson's. I wasn't sure how I felt about it originally, but it's growing on me. Hmm. As it stands, I like the Oshi marks. Like, I suppose I could just do a sun design and then like a red sun, and then we do the science gear anyway to represent the researcher side of my character design. I think that it is a solid idea, and I think we do have a good placement on it. Is probably what I would say. As with the Oshimark, I'm pretty happy with either of them. With a book or a book with an apple, I like both of them. But which one do you guys prefer? So, now I'm leaning more towards book and apple, considering my character law. But with a book design, that's more fitting of my character design. Hmm. Choices, choices, choices. They are a struggle. Oh yeah, Blue Sun would work too. You're right. Yeah, we could always do a Blue Sun. Or do we even need... Well, the question is, how would we... I mean, it's a potential future stream that, you know, trying to design the mascot design on stream. I don't know, like, any potential ideas I could start off with, but we have a potential design. Let's see. It's actually thinking on it, we could always do a way. No, because the sun isn't exactly a part of my own design. It'd be a cool like name pun. I think the Crimnicians is probably the better of the two names, just because it's more based around my own character design compared to the Crimsons, which is more of a pun on my name. But the question is there anything we could make the design easier with? Because of course we can do a creature with science gear, but the question is the mascot just going to be a regular ass dude, or is it? I think feasibly it should be some sort of animal or creature or something of that ilk. Then that comes the next question: what animal is most befitting? Reach. Not creature, being with science gear. I mean, in my character's lore, it's like quite a technologically advanced state. It's not like stupidly sci-fi, but let's say it's just like 10, 20 years in the future. So maybe we could do some sort of drone or something, you know, some like a drone with a bit of old school designing into it. What do you guys think of that? Where it wears some science gear or something of that sort, or some sort of just intellectual gear. I'll put that idea. Let's actually swap this out to drone robot with science gear. I'm actually gonna do this just to make a bit of space. Some sort of old designing to it. Trying to make this fit the thing. There we go. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, I kind of fuck with this idea that I made now. With it being a robot, you know? Or a drone. What do you say? So I think we'll go with premonitions unless you guys come up with a better idea. And I think I will probably... Deer is a good idea. I mean, we could always do a drone with some deer antlers. Or something of the sort. What do you think about that? Deer with antlers or some sort of antler-like features? Also, I think maybe an alternative for those would be a book with actually, is there a drone emote? Let me look up emotes or like base emotes on like the softwares. I speak good, I swear. I'm trying to see what could be a good potential one. I'm trying to see if there's like any drones or anything that could fit that task, that idea. I suppose a science, like a like a, what are they called? The things used typically to look at cells and all that. I'm blanking on their name. Do any of you guys know what I'm on about? I want to say telescope, but that's not right. Microscope, that's it. Or is there anything that's more fitting of that? I'm just trying to look through this to see if there is anything more befitting. I don't think so. I suppose we could do book and telescope or microscope. Let's make a bit of space for this one and do. What was it called? Maybe add deer antlers. There we go. Oh, I put deers in. A person deer, not the creature. I mean, so far we're making some good progress. We've got a good idea for what we could do for a character design. We have a potential idea for the name of you guys, which would be the Crimnicians. Or Criminicians. Let me check. Oh, excuse me. I think it's... Yeah, let's put an I in front of the N so it makes more sense. Premonitions. Yeah, I like that a bit better. Although that's 4 eyes in a row, never mind. Like I said, it's all subject to change. We'll probably change it in the future when we have a bigger community. How long have we been going for? Okay, 42 minutes. I'm just trying to see if there's anything we can do to add on to the design, you know? Ah. I am pondering the orb. What orb? I have no clue. But I'm pondering a orb. Challenges, wonders, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we could work on to. Like, do you guys have any recommendations for a name? Ideally, I want to keep. I want at least. Let's see. We'll wait. We'll get to the 45 mark, and then we'll just go to just chatting for a bit. So I do have a subject in mind, and that's namely aliens and alien subjects. So I was thinking about it earlier and talking about it to my family. What do you guys? Any input? Any thoughts? Any one of these you'd choose? Because yeah, like I said, I'll leave a singular minute left, and then we'll move on to just chatting. You know, when it comes to time, I'll just shorten both of these down and put it below me. Like, actually, yeah, let's just do this. Let's make that smaller. Oh, at least a bit legible. There we go. And do that, I guess. Although that could be bigger. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, it's to be expected. Like, I mean, we're not exactly the biggest of communities, and this is a bit, you know, silly to do when we're not that big, but I wanted to do it anyway. Like I said, I wanted to give us more of a community identity. And don't worry, you don't have to. It was just, if you guys had any ideas, I'd have loved to hear it. But do not worry about not posing an idea. At least I managed to come up with some stuff for us all. And like I said, it's all subject to change, so we can always change it in the future. Yeah, I suppose, since 45 minutes is up, let's get to talking, yeah? Let me actually get a bit more comfortable, a bit more cool, calm, collected. Let's do this. And there we go. A bit more comfortable. Okay, how is everyone doing though? You doing well? You having a good time? I hope you are. I know I'm having a good time. Because it's a bit of philosophy too with it. But specifically, like, also, actually, before we do that, I do want to say I would like to thank everyone for helping me reach 50 subscribers. It may be a small milestone, but it's a milestone nonetheless. Less. But you know, like, I'm very much happy to have reached 50 subscribers. Especially considering I started with like 3 to 5 when I was when I first started out, and in about a month or two I've managed to reach 50. That's a pretty decent growth rate to say I'm not that well established in both VTubing and creating content. So yeah, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me reach to 50 subscribers. The next goal that we've got, of course, is 100 subscribers. I hope you will stick with me and join me for the journey to 100. And all the other milestones afterwards. But yeah, like, I genuinely do appreciate each and every one of you, especially those who lurk, those who hang out in chat, those who like, those who comment, anything like that, I greatly appreciate you deeply from the bottom of my heart. It helps me figure out what I'm going to do in the future and what content to produce. But yeah. Let's get into the subject. Like, you, Amity, you asked if I like granola. It depends. I do kind of like granola, but it depends. It depends on the mood I'm in. It can be good, it can be bad, it depends. So it reminds me quite a fair bit of like oatmeal, or alternatively Weetabix, if you guys are aware of those. But talk about the subject that I did have in mind, aliens. I want to talk a bit about my philosophy on aliens, because, like, statistically, aliens have to exist, right? There is so many planets and so many stars that statistically there has to be at least a few planets out there in the solar system, in the universe, that, you know, are in a habitable range around a star system that rotates. And yeah, like, hell, it doesn't even have to rotate. There is like a sweet spot in certain planets if you don't rotate, but yeah. But like, there's the personally, this is my philosophy, but for one, I feel like aliens have to exist, but secondly, I feel like they would be very humanoid or very mammalian in nature, or very ape-like in nature. Because my thought process is, have you guys ever heard of the Great Filter? The scientific, philosophical idea of all sentient life forms will inevitably reach this point, or sapient life forms will reach this point to, you know, be able to go past and, you know, conquer the universe or whatever. My philosophy is, I was thinking about earlier today, that I personally think the Great Filter comes from evolution, and that once you reach a certain evolutionary point, that is what allows a species to become spacefaring. And in humanity's case, I believe in, like, the reason that we passed the Great Filter was because of the fact that we evolved to have thumbs. You know, thumbs that we could throw stuff at, thumbs we could utilize to grab stuff, to turn stuff, all that stuff. And subsequently, I feel like that's one of the key defining evolutionary traits to make a species spacefaring, let alone getting past what's the word I'm looking for? The spacefaring. No, to just being a prime creature on a planet. Because think about it like this. People will, of course, say, like, oh, but what if they are what if they're like fish in nature or something like that? But feasibly, I can't see it. The nature of fish and all that jazz, I feel, inhibits their potential to become more than just a sapient creature. Well, okay, they can be sentient. Oh, actually, no. I was going to say, but then most of the sentient aquatic creatures, they're mammals. Look at the dolphins, whales, all that jazz. But, like, I feel like it is almost like a prerequisite to become a sentient being, or like an apex sentient being. You have to be a what's the word I'm looking for? A mammal in nature, or mammalian in nature. Just think about it like this. Like I mentioned, the thumb, that is one of the key traits that I think is important, because it helps us so much. The amount of tools we developed as a result of having thumbs. Yeah, like, I agree with that. Like, I believe it's necessary that there needs to be fish as well to form a creature that can go past their habitable planet. simply because of the fact that, you know, to become a mammalian, it had to evolve from a fish. Which is it's interesting, but like, I'm not saying it's impossible for like an aquatic creature to become a spacefaring thing, but like they'd have to evolve into a mammalian creature. And ultimately, I feel like they'd have to be very sapient-like. Or, well, sapient? Humanid. Humanid? I'm trying to remember. Homunculus. Basically, they'd have to be very simian. That's the word, simian-like. Like, ultimately, I could see alternate humanoids having multiple limbs, like multiple arms or something through evolutionary reasons. Actually, let me think about that. Actually, no, I couldn't. Most mammals typically have two limbs. At least all of them. Well, okay, they have their legs. They have two sets of limbs. They have their leg limbs, and then they have their upper body limbs, which can either be arms or legs. Look. And subsequently, I feel like, yeah, to become a spacefaring civilization, you have to have thumbs and you have to have two arms and two legs. And honestly, same with the eyes. I feel like you have to have two sets of eyes. So a lot of those other traits in other animals and stuff, they're more for survival's sake than they are for necessity. Or even just for ease of life. We were lucky that our eyes in general were very the way that they are. Because we're obviously not prey. If you look at the way our eyes are centered, we have forward-facing eyes. Whereas a lot of prey creatures also have eyes at the side of the heads which face us outwards. Oh, so let me read what that is. Well, yeah, like, I feel like ultimately a lot of alien life forms would have to be very simian or... Well, let me correct myself. Any spacefaring alien life forms would have to be simian in nature. Or just humanoid in nature. 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. I mean, there's of course very much the very feasible and possible outcome that there may be like furry like human like aliens out there, extraterrestrials. If you consider the fact that, I mean, humans are still pretty hairy despite, you know, losing a lot of hair from our ape ancestors. But there's also the potential that any other alien life forms, if they evolve from a simian-like species, that they could, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Be a lot more hairier due to their climatization or their planet's nature. I thought I heard shouting. I've been from downstairs. But yeah, like, they'd have to be... there's also potential that they may have different other stuff, like different ear shapes, different nose shapes. But ultimately, I feel like they would be very humanoid in nature. At least that's my own personal philosophy on aliens and how they would become spacefaring. I don't think they would look like the stereotypical little grey men that we see in media and in a lot of stuff. In fact, that recent image that went around of the aliens or whatever, I don't think that is an alien. It honestly reminds me a lot of mummification of humans. And we don't know if it, like, any weird stuff happened. Because there's one of my biggest pet peeves is the concept or the belief in a lot of people that aliens have visited Earth. I don't personally believe so. I think it's for one, a lot of people not understanding the fact that, you know, ancient humans were a lot smarter than we gave them credit for. But secondly, I also believe it's just, in general, quite a ridiculous idea to think that maybe alien life form developed quicker than us. Because I'm personally of the belief that we're one of the earlier alien life forms in the entire existence of the Big Bang and whatever exists. Because think about it. Well, actually, I don't know, but like that's just my personal belief, you know. I think we're probably one of the earliest space life forms, and if anything, I feel like we're going to be the aliens to other planets. Yeah, that's just my little TED talk on aliens. Is there any subjects or topics you guys would like me to think upon, talk about? Because I'm curious. Because aliens is a fun one, and you know, yeah, I had fun talking about it. Because, like I mentioned, I already had these thoughts from earlier today, so I didn't have to think about them too much. I was just recalling and recollecting what I put forward before. Well, if no one else has any ideas in the next 2 minutes for what we could talk about, I'll probably end the stream, have it be a bit shorter than usual, but you know, it's still a very nice, packed, full stream. I am very happy with that topic. I'm pretty happy with my thought process in general about aliens. I'm trying to think what else we could talk about, but I'm honestly running a blank. No, that's fine, Muffin. Don't worry about it. Like, I ain't gonna blame you. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna get upset with you guys for not being able to come up with an idea. Only it just means that the content I'm producing is just going to be a lot shorter if there is a lack of an idea to go around, which, you know, it's fine. But of course, like I mentioned, I ideally like to go for 2.5 hours, if not about an hour and a half when talking. Also, to talk about cats, I mean, there's not really much to talk about with cats. I like them, I don't hate them, but like, they're just cats. I mean, there is a nice cat within my neighborhood that always lets me stroke it. I think it's a stray. It's a very cute cat. It makes my day happy when I see it and it lets me stroke it. I want to get it like a little treat every time it lets me. I would adopt it if I could. That's the thing. I'm a mixture of a cat and a dog person. I enjoy both of them. I'm not someone who overly likes one over the other. It just depends ultimately on the animal itself, if they've got a nice temperament or not. I'm sorry to hear that, Muffin. Oh, my throat is already dying, and it's only been an hour. Yeah, maybe I should end the stream here. Yeah, I think I will, because I don't want my throat being just dead or fucked up, you know. Or sore, because as you can hear, it's a bit strained already. So yeah, I think I'll probably end it here. We had a good talk. We managed to define some of the community stuff. We got our fan name, the Crimnicians. We've got our Oshi mark, the book with a microscope. We have a potential design idea. I may see about trying to get a mirroring software for my my iPad, so I can stream drawing my character design or the design for our mascot. God damn it, the toothpaste. Yeah, we also have our general hashtags. We have our general hashtag, which is apology, burp from food I had earlier. Yeah, the general hashtag, which is Crimson Communication. We have our art hashtag, which is Tainted Tapestry. I'm pretty happy with that one. And of course, the best for last, the meme hashtag, Taint Talk. Or Taint Talk. Like TikTok. Because that's where all the good memes come off of and are uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, I hope you all have a good day. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, evening, night. And if not, hopefully I improved your day's last bit. I've been your entertainer and streamer, Taint Crimson. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing Persona 5. I hope to see you all there. And I don't think I have much else to do. But yeah, I'll be trying to produce a song cover by the 30th. But with that,